Can't you see?
Metal. The middle seat, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. There's part of the exhaust system's there, part of the drivetrain's there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so hard.
We'll figure it out.
Anything down here. Okay, there's a random deck screw that must be for something up front.
Is that the gas tank?
Which thing?
I don't know. It's whatever my camera's showing.
Yeah, this is the gas tank.
Okay.
Okay, I had a little more clearance than I thought. That's good. Okay, there's the cutout. See the cutout right there.
Okay.
That's good. Everything else looks okay. I wish it said how many gallons was on this tank.
Does it not say?
Not on the bottom, at least. I feel like I'd just like to know. I mean, it looks like a 30-gallon tank, but I'm not 100%. It's definitely not a 10-gallon tank.
I don't see any writing.
Yeah, it's probably on the top. Fuel pump, all that stuff.
Alright, so today we are trying to... These are the steel plates that we're going to put on the floorboard over there for the driver's and passenger seats, which we have right here. And in order to do that, Alphonse is going to use a drill press that he's trying to figure out right now, so that it's easier to make the holes, because he already was able to do 2 holes, one there and one there, but it took him forever because he didn't have the right stuff. It is a beautiful fall day here in Oklahoma. Beautiful weather, a nice breeze. So whenever we would arrive to work on Belle, we would usually have a whole lot more stuff than this. Like we'd have wood and all the things. But now that we have the shed over there to put everything in, we were just able to open Belle up and be ready to go. Alright, let's take a tour inside Belle. So we have our front. The driver's seat's gonna go right here. The passenger seat hopefully right there, if we can figure out how to bolt it from underneath. We have our front. This used to be, this was a mounting bracket for the TV, but we may or may not do that. We have a little storage compartment right here. So that's kind of cool. It has, what is it? Something, I don't know what that is in there, but. And then we also have this compartment as well with all the electrical stuff. So that's fun. Something I don't really understand much about. Then we have the back and middle of the bus. Doing the seat right there. I actually took the shop vac, which is, can you see it? Yeah, through the window, that red thing right there. I took the shop vac and cleaned up, really vacuumed the floorboard and everything, so then it's nice and clean for when we put the seats in. So Alphonse, these 3 bolts right here are for the seat mounts. And he actually got power seats, which did not say that in the listing. So he has to figure out how to, figure out how to move it manually, I guess. Yay, we're done for the day. Tell him what we got done.
I don't know. Stuff? We did stuff.
What kind of stuff?
What did we do? We had to go buy a seat from a junkyard, seat base from a junkyard, because ours didn't work. And we Worked on that for hours and hours and hours.
Yep. That's about it.
Alright, so what else did we do? We put a drill press together, we drilled the 4 under support plates for the floor and the floor for the seat. We checked under. We think we have a really good case for removing the rear AC fan system that doesn't go to anything later on, so that might buy us some storage space.
It is day 3 of our 5-day work week, and we are having quite a time of it. So right now we're getting ready to put these furring strips in, and the furring strips we're gonna put how, babe?
Across here, maybe across here,
horizontally, right?
and up here.
Okay. So we're gonna put furring strips basically across these walls, or the frames really, so then we can put up the walls here on the thingies. And as you can see, well, you can't really see because Alphonse is in the way. So here are our seats, and it was honestly quite an adventure with that. So I'm gonna turn it around. This is the original seat, which we took out like right away. And cause you know, we didn't think that we would need it. So then we got 2 of these. We got this seat and we got this seat, which is now completely taken apart. So here's the story. So we took out the original seat, right? That's now back in the bus. We got the 2 black seats that I just showed you because we thought, you know, well, we can do it easily. Well, apparently, Chevy, yay, Chevy, there you go, there's a little emblem, has a double floor pan. So what that basically was is that there's this piece of the floor, right? But then there's another piece under it, and we couldn't bolt. We couldn't bolt it. The other thing was that, see, this one was a power seat. So this is the one that we got along with the black passenger seat, and we couldn't. I mean, we can't have a power seat because then we would have to have wired it in and then move the seat back, because in order to install the seat, we had to have it all the way back, so then we would know where to mount it so that we weren't, you know, we would know how close we were to the dash and all of that. Well, with the seat being a power seat, we couldn't have done that, at least not in a way that we found. So then what we did is, because we were like, well, we want to use, you know, these black nice seats that we got, and we got them from like this place in Irving, and they were 2 seats from a 2003 Chevy Avalanche, and they're real comfy. So we went and drove, you know, to pick those up. And we can't use it, so we got those, or we can use the passenger seat, but we can't use the driver's seat because, again, it was the power. It was a whole mess. So then we went yesterday. Was it yesterday or was it 2 days ago? Two days ago? No, yesterday. I don't know. We went to a junkyard to see if they had any kind of like passenger seat from a Chevy. And we actually found one, and it was only like 65 bucks because we were gonna just take the seat part off and like we were gonna take, well, really this seat part off. This isn't that seat, that's the other seat, but we're gonna take that off and just use the base, because all we needed was a manual seat base. And as you can see here, this one's manual because it has a little thingy. So that's manual. So we just needed a manual seat base, and we were gonna take off the seat part that we got at the junkyard, and then we were gonna, you know, mount it. Well, wasn't that easy, and so that is why the original seat is back. And I don't know if you could tell, but you can see how this actually isn't dirt. Oops. This actually isn't dirt. It got eaten through. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep the seat base. We're gonna get a new cushion, a new seat. It's really easy to find new covers. So we're gonna do that. So right now, Alphonse is zip tying all of the wires so that we can get these furring strips up. And of course, so these strips are supposed to be what, 1 inch by 2 inches? And it's what, like 2 inches by...
Or it's like 1 and something by less than an inch.
1 and something by less than an inch, so yay! But look how clean the floor is. We got almost everything off of the wheel wells, and our front looks so pretty. Our front looks so good. And we found this actually little like storage compartment right here. So I don't know, maybe we can put our secret treasure. There's the seat that we got in again, which we didn't really have to even do in the first place, which is super frustrating. This shop vac has been my most favorite tool. That and the broom. This shot has my 2 favorite tools of the entire bus project because I love cleaning. And unfortunately, when you clean, it gets dirty like 1 second later. So it's a never-ending project. Doing the middle one?
Yep.
Yes. Is that what you think? Yeah?
Okay. So what have we gotten done? We've got all of this insulation in today. All of that insulation, all of that. The orange stuff was already there already. We're kind of hitting some of the pockets a little bit more. Just kind of where it makes sense. The one seat we got in yesterday, I believe. And yeah, and then the other thing we got in is the solar wires. So the solar panels were already wired up and bolted, which we fixed all of those today. Apologize for the frantic movement. So a couple of those need to be fixed. So we did that, but we did this today. And so these actually aren't fully connected yet. If you look deep inside there, you might not be able to see it. There's these little metal special pin things that are supposed to go in there. I couldn't get them to fit today, so I decided that's a problem for tomorrow me. And yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to tape off the floor plan.
Okay, well, let's see your work. Okay.
Okay.
Is that the toilet?
Yep. Toilet, sink base.
So here is our toilet. Here is our counter and sink. All this is the bed back there. This right here is where our little fridge will go. And this part is the cabinet where our stove and storage will go. So we finally got our driver's seat in. Our passenger seat, I don't know if y'all can tell, but the heights are very different because one is on this base right here and this one is just flat. So we're gonna have to make it taller. Oh, battery exhausted. So you can see from this angle, this chair's a lot higher than that one. So we're gonna have to raise this one up a little bit because right now it wouldn't be legal for passenger standards. And yesterday, Alphonse got all of the wall insulation in. Right now you can see this whole row is bowing, and so we had to staple tape over it until we get the walls up. And then on this side, and we'll still have these 4 windows open. We covered these 4 with kind of like almost reflective insulation, kind of like that. Another thing that we did was we finally finished the solar panels. So we had already bolted them on, but now Alphonse made a hole in here. What tool did you use to do that, babe? Was it a hole saw?
Well, no, it's like a reamer bit.
Oh yeah, so it was this Christmas tree one. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, this one. So I got this hole, and then he pulled the wires through and connected them so we have a positive and negative. And we used this voltage tester, and we're getting how many? 60?
Like 60
64
volts, something like
volts.
that. I don't know, something like that.
From all 4 panels.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so we have at least we know that they're working. That's a plus. One thing that I was able to do is we sealed the gas box real good just to make sure that there's no water. Alphonse did that, but then I went back over and you can see strips of aluminum tape.
And we're not sealing it for water,
just
we're
to
sealing
make
it for fumes.
Oh, we're sealing it for fumes. Oh, I thought it was always water. But yeah, then I went over and just took aluminum tape, this stuff, and sealed it up real good. And this has been our handy dandy workbench that has really come really nice. We've been using this to do these. These are for the seat, hopefully. And just to do like the drill press and stuff, so that's been nice. And then one other thing that we've been able to do, Alphonse did this yesterday, is we finally sealed up the gas box. So we had like a little piece of foil here just keeping the water out, and we were finally able to seal it. Oh, our poor power seat. If anyone needs a driver power seat for a car, let us know. What do you think, Bluebell? Should we take you for a spin? Oh, she's nodding yes. Guess we gotta. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Got her out from under the tree. Man, this seat's low.
And there's so many blind spots.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, the car's bumpy.
Bumpity, bumpity. Woo-hoo.
No, the steering wheel might got locked. Do the thing where you just have to shimmy the wheel while turning the key. Couldn't we have just moved Toby?
No.
Otherwise you're gonna have to go under a tree. A short tree.
Yeah. No, you can go around.
Right.
Just like what you did.
Alright, make sure you go all the way around the car again.
The steering wheel has seen better days.
Yeah.